Hello guys and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to show you 3 easy mini cake recipes for when you either want to have a quick snack or even a breakfast or something. They are relatively healthy and usually make 1 to 2 servings. However, feel free to double or triple the ingredients to feed more people, or if you want to eat more yourself, that's totally okay. So let's get started. The first one is a breakfast muffin recipe. I got inspired by an omelette recipe a classmate once told me. You need 2 tablespoons of gram flour, and 1 tablespoon of regular flour, then add 3 tablespoons of water and 1 tablespoon of plant-based milk, about 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and mix everything together. Chop up half a tomato into cubes and add those to the mixture. As well as some chives. You can either use fresh one or I only had frozen ones, so use whatever you have. Add pepper and basil, same as for the chives. If you have fresh basil, use that. If you have only the dried one, then it's totally okay. Then comes the secret ingredient, kala namak. I know that some people might not have that or might not be able to buy that or find that in stores. You can buy it online. I found it at an Asian supermarket. Well, I think you could make it without kala namak, but try to find it. It's actually really good in replacing eggs. Once you have mixed everything together, take 2 silicone muffin forms, what a difficult word, and distribute the batter evenly. Put them into your preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius and leave them in for around 15 minutes or until they look something like this. You can just eat them like this, plain, or if you want you can top them off. I, for example, used some sliced vegan cheese and some of the tomato I had left over, and yeah. The second recipe is a coffee banana cake, and I think it will work with instant coffee too. In my case I had fresh coffee. First you need to preheat your oven, then take a bowl and half a banana. This recipe makes 1 cake, so if you want to make 2, just use the whole banana. Mash it up with a fork or a mixer or whatever. Add a pinch of salt, Then we need to make oat flour, so take about 2 tablespoons of oats and blend those up. Add that to your banana and mix it up. Then add the coffee. I used around 2 tablespoons. As a sweetener, I used my dandelion honey. You can use whatever syrup you have. You could use maple syrup, you could use, I don't know, whatever syrup you have. How much you want to use probably depends on the ripeness of your banana. If you have a very ripe banana, you could maybe add about half a tablespoon. I used a teaspoon. I mean teaspoon. Don't add a tablespoon. Definitely don't add a tablespoon. Then mix it up again and transfer it into a small cake pan or a muffin form or something. Maybe consider slightly greasing your pan if you don't want to eat it with a spoon out of the pan. You see, I didn't, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It still tastes great. Put it into the oven and let it sit for about a minute or something. Then take 1 piece of chocolate and add that on top of your cake and let it melt. It needs to be baked about 10 to 15 minutes. It probably depends on your oven. There you have it, a coffee banana cake. The third recipe is kinda similar to the second one, except it's a carrot cake. You want to make oat flour again, so as for the second recipe, just take 2 tablespoons of oats and blend those up again. Take 1 small carrot or half a normal one or a quarter of a very big one and put that into a blender or food processor. Blend until you get relatively small pieces and add those to your oat flour. To give it a more interesting texture, add 2 unblended tablespoons of oats. Sprinkle in some cinnamon. Add about a tablespoon of vegan dandelion honey or any other kind of syrup you have. And around 5 tablespoons of soy milk or any other plant-based milk you like. Mix that well and then you can decide if you either want to add chocolate chunks or if you want to break up 2 bigger pieces of chocolate. Just add chocolate. Trust me on that, guys. Trust me. Mix it again and then transfer the batter into small cake forms or into muffin forms, and again maybe grease it, the forms, not the cake. Bake it at the same temperature as the coffee banana cake, 200 degrees Celsius for about 10 to 15 minutes again. If you want to add any kinds of toppings, just go for it. I mostly eat them bland as they are. And there you have it. 3 easy, healthy-ish mini cake recipes. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you try these. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing for more vegan recipes and goodbye.